Hey guys, this is a short review on a Mac Heafy Epiphone custom Les Paul 7-string black custom whatever beauty. So the reasons I've bought this guitar is one, that I don't own a 7-string up to this point. I have Les Pauls that you may be able to see to the side of me. So I got Les Paul Standard and a Junior, so I know the shapes, I know the guitars, and I get on quite comfortable. So I thought it'd be a natural progression for me to go from one of those to one of these with the extra string to get into that 7-string ordeal. So my one was bought off eBay. It's a second-hand guitar, and it kind of explains what happens to it. So I bought it online. The guitar was posted out, great seller, no issues. Parcel Force got involved and decided they didn't like the guitar. So quite frankly, it turned up to me in 2 pieces. Obviously I'll put some photos up, but what you may be able to see is like a hairline crack along here. So obviously it's been glued back on, but half the issue is comparing it to Les Pauls. So if you're watching this video saying, oh, I know Les Pauls, I know the weight of them, this is the heaviest Les Paul that I have ever played. Probably because it's a 7-string and also there's no chambering in it. I know Mac Heafy says on some of his interviews he likes a bit of weight behind his guitar, and he is not lying. That's half the reason why it probably broke, because when I saw it in the box, it came in the Epiphone cardboard box that they ship them probably to the stores in, but there was pressure here and pressure here, but there was nothing in the middle. So obviously at some point it hit down where it hit on the floor against something, and it just was a clean break in the neck joint. Lucky enough, it was clean enough to glue back on, but anyone who looks up close can tell that this neck's been off at some point in its life. So anyway, the generic specs of these guitars is obviously mahogany body, mahogany neck, like a lot of Les Pauls. It has standard tuners on it, so they're not Grovers or anything, but that being said, I don't feel any reason to change them. I mean, I've got Clousons on one, I've got Grovers on another, I've got Spurzels, you know, I've used most of them on a personal experience, and these are not an issue, so you don't feel the need to change them as soon as you get the guitar. Setup and finish, as in fretboard, it's a little bit rough. It's not going to cut your hand open, but it could be better. Nothing that a guitar tech couldn't sort out at your local store. Electronics wise, you've got the 2 EMGs. I believe the bridge one is not the 707, I believe it's what they refer to as like an 81 707. Don't hold me to it. You've got 2 volume knobs, so obviously they're paired to the pickups themselves. You've got a tone knob that affects the bridge. The neck, though, you have a kill switch. So yeah, instead of having a tone, it's a kill switch, and what I seem to notice is it's not a tone pop at all, it's just a dummy kill switch. Obviously on the back you have it for the EMGs. You also have an all access heel, so just a few points on this if you consider a selling point on why you're buying one. It is better than a normal Les Paul heel joint. It's not going to replace the heel joint on your Ibanez, neck through, super strat, etc. I'd say the access on it is very comfortable up until say the 19th fret, and then anything else you kind of go from having that position to more of this kind of position, which offers its limitations. The other thing about having a Les Paul 7-string is that it is 24.5 or 24 3/4 scale, so it's not the 25.5 that we're used to on Strats, Super Strats, Black Machines, whatever boutique guitars. They don't have that slightly longer scale, so I have a 10 set on it. And I mean, just to give an idea of like, you know, how slacking it is, like, and hopefully you can hear it going out of pitch like. But if you're not careful, if you fret too hardly or you play too hardly, it'll go out of tune, and maybe that's a bit of a downside of having a shorter scaled guitar. Obviously you could probably outweigh it by putting slightly heavier gauges on it, and also what I do that probably doesn't help is I string my strings over the bridge saddle, which you might be able to see ish like that. So it's a trick a lot of guys tend to use on, let's say, older Les Pauls to release tension, but I think I'll probably play a set of 11s on here next time. So anyway, so I'll try and play some 7-string Trivium for you.